What's going on, guys, and welcome back to FBA Capital. And today I'm bringing you guys another video on US30, and I'm going to be breaking down today's daily range. Today is January the 13th. 13th, yeah, January 13th. It is Thursday, and we about to get right on to the daily range. So first things first, I'm going to mark up the previous day's daily high and the daily low. As you can see, both the daily low and daily high got ran. So what does that tell us? It shows us that there was a overall reversal in today's trend. That's not the previous day's high, but I'm going to go over it in a second. So we got the previous day's low right here. And then we got the previous day's high. Damn, what the hell? Previous day's high. Now I'm also going to mark up the 12 a.m. open, which is right here. Going to mark up the previous Asian session range, which is right here. Going to make it orange. And just like that, now we have overall our basic markup on what overall happened. So let's get our schematic out the way. So we have the Asian session. Then from here, what happened? London session came, cleared the lows during this Asian session, cleared the lows. Then from here, we had a push that cleared the previous day's high. And then from there, we had that major drop off. So this is overall the basic schematic of what overall happened. So the low got cleared right there. Low got cleared. Where does that low get cleared? Right here. The Asian session low got cleared, and from there, price had that willingness to continue moving higher. So at the time when I was looking at price like this, where I started looking at price at around 8:30, I knew that this low, there was a low of the day created at 2:30 in the morning. So I knew that there was potential that this could be the low of the day, and we could overall have a possible continuation of a London session trend. But then, as you see, price kept going higher and higher and higher. And then from here, we cleared the previous day's high. So at this point, I was wondering what could possibly happen. We could either see price sharply reverse, or we could still potentially see price have that retracement to continue overall going higher. And actually, today, I personally did not take a trade on US30. I actually took a trade on NAS 100, which I'm not going to mark up. But as you can see, NAS had that major drop off. And the trade that I was able to take on NAS was at this high up here. But I'm not going to get into that. We're just going to stick to the US30 breakdown. So from here, price pushed. Now, where did the high of the day get created? Now we look at where our big figure levels are. Right where this high is, you see that this is right at 500, which is our big figure level. So what am I going to do? I'm going to mark this up. We have this high of the day at 11:30. It is 11:30, 11:45. So we have the high of the day at 11:45 a.m. at the big figure level, 36,500. And what else do we also have? We cleared the previous day high. So that was showing us there was a willingness of price potentially wanting to continue going lower. When the previous day high gets canceled. When the previous day's high gets cleared, and something like this happens where price starts to wick low, it shows a willingness for price to potentially drop lower. And like I said earlier with NAS, as price was rejecting here, NAS was also showing a willingness by rejecting this order block over here. So I knew that there was a potential chance that both pairs could basically have that drop. So from here, what happened? Price ended up, why it's doing that? From here, price ended up dropping off and then just dropping from here. Now, where did price go? It targeted the previous day's low. And why did both the previous day's high and low get targeted? Because overall it was a reversal day. Something like this doesn't always happen, but there are cases where it does. So where would you have potentially wanted to take the trade? In my opinion, you would have been looking to short more than likely at 36,500. But this was later on in the day at 11:30. So even if I did look to take this trade, I would have never taken it because it's too late in the day. But now if you pull your fib, just like this, get our continuation fib. So from this high to this low, you see that there was a potential retracement that you could have re-entered on to still catch this move. Where? At what time? This was around maybe 2 o'clock, I would say. 2 o'clock, we had this potential short. So we had this fib short, 38.20% rejection, giving a possible willingness to see price continue going lower. And where did that happen at? Another big figure level. You can see how price likes to respect these big figure levels. So we have 36,400, and that's where price came back and rejected. So we had the high of the day at 36,500. We had a possible re-entry at 36,400 at the fib short at the 38.20%. So that is something you could have personally looked to capitalize on. And then from here, price then came lower and targeted the previous day's low. We're going to mark that down also. We're just going to put targeted previous day's low, just like that. And then where did we make the low of the day? The low of the day is all the way down here. We didn't come in the 36,000, which is pretty close to it, but we did not come into it. So let's go to a higher time frame to see where price potentially made this low. And if you look on the 30-minute time frame, or even the hour, 4-hour, let me see. I'll just stick to 30-minute. If you look at the 30-minute, the high of this last down candle right here, this is going to be our 30-minute bullish order block. And you can see how price is respecting it. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take this just so you can look at it like this. I'm going to pull it over. So we made the high, not the high, the low of the day right here after trading into this 30-minute bullish order block. So we had the low of the day. At what time? 15:30. I'm not sure what time that is, but we had the low of the day at our 30-minute bullish order block. And then also we could take it a step further. Let's see what happens if we pull our fib from this low to this high to see if we potentially had another fib level here. So let's pull it just like this. Get our normal fib settings. We see that it also is confluence with the 62% of this fib long. So that is another confluence that we could add to why this was the low of the day. So we rejected a 30-minute order block, plus we had that fib long rejection. So there was multiple reasons why price could have this reason to reject right here. So let's have this arrow just so we know what we're talking about. So right there, we have the low of the day after trading into this fib short, not fib short, this fib long from this low all the way over here to this high from today that we made the high of the day at 36,500. So overall with US30, today was a pretty bearish day. Overall, the setup that happened was a New York reversal bearish scenario, which is something I did look to take, but in this case, the time that I like to trade from around 9 a.m. to 9:30. That's when I'm primarily looking to take trades, and I actually took the trade on NAS today at around, I say, 9:45, so it was a little bit later, but as of recently, you can see when price starts to move, it has been a little bit later on in the day, 10 o'clock down here, 10:15, all the way over here, 10:30. Come over here, around here, right here, 10:30, 10:45. That's when they start moving. Come over here. We have 8:15. Then down here, 10 o'clock. So these the London closed time zone, which is around 10 a.m., has been when we started getting moves as of recently. So that is something you can keep in mind going into this week. And that's also something I'm going to keep in mind also. The last thing I'm going to put, we also have this 36,200 level that also got targeted. It got traded through, but overall, this could have been something you could have looked to potentially target from this area. You could have looked to potentially scale out here. And overall, in my opinion, I would have been at least looking to target 36,000 all the way down here. But as you can see, price didn't come there. Maybe tomorrow it'll come there, but as of right now, it did not target it. So this is overall what happened with US30. Nothing crazy. I sadly, like I said, I couldn't take any of these trades because it didn't happen during my time zone. I did have the live session, so if you want to go watch the live stream of me actually and doing the analysis on NAS 100 and doing all of those things, make sure you go look at the description. And matter of fact, let me see if I can do this real quick. If I can just, I'm gonna open Telegram for you guys just so you can see it. So I'm gonna go here, and just like that, you can see the Telegram. So I'm gonna scroll up to where I said I was going to take this NAS setup. So let me go all the way up, all the way to this morning. This is when I was looking for that potential NAS setup, as you can see. Can you guys even see it? You guys can't even see it, but right here, this is where I said I wanted to look for that potential set. I said potential NAS 100 shorts, and then from there, if you come all the way low, you can see I actually was able to get into this trade right here. Then the way it ended up was just like this, as you can see, all the way down here. Sorry, I can't really zoom in this because the screen is actually a little bit, but if I go like this, maybe. Can you see it like this? I don't know, but you get the whole point. Overall, that's what I did on NAS 100, but this is the US30 daily range, and just make sure, like I said, I say this in all the videos, make sure you screenshot it, make sure you just keep this because you're going to use the past to predict the future. The only way we can anticipate the future is by looking at the past and looking at previous patterns that we have seen before. But that's really it. So today, like I said, was a bearish New York reversal. So make sure you look for similar patterns like this. We make the high of the day today at 11:45 in the morning, trading into a big figure level after clearing the previous day's high. And then we had this big drop. And mind you, this isn't a small drop. This is about a 440 pip drop, which is on the smallest lot size, you can make $440. And this is just a one day. So keep that in mind. You don't need to have a big account to make money. You just got to understand the concepts and be able to know what you're looking for and have that process. So overall, this is really it. Nothing complicated. I'm going to screenshot this, send it in the chat, and that's really it. So if you enjoyed this video, if you did learn something, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you stay motivated by the fear of being average. And I'll see you guys in the next video.